In this video I picked up a quarterstaff and I got some juicy kills. Let me show you how I did it. I was looting this abbey chest when in corner of my screen I saw this 4-4 Abba fists. I immediately eat my food and I OC. I start this fight with almost half HP, but I know my weapon is one of the strongest brawlers, so I do exactly that. Brawl. I misplay by using my infernal jacket and my shoes at the same time, because he has assassin jacket. Luckily, Quarterstaff is really good for catching up to people. Now he, instead of full kiting for his Z, he decides to brawl me, which is a mistake. He realized it's too late, and because he popped my Abbey buff, I was able to catch up and purchase sprint. Now I only have to be careful about his undead cape, so I'm just gonna use my E and W combo to exit. Next up I'm against full plate Demonic, he's on Q3 and stun W. The fight starts off well with me dodging his Z with mine. He uses his other cooldowns to make space, and now I want to wait for either my assassin shoes or my E to catch up. Here I wanted to use my EW combo, but he used his armor, so my W got interrupted. He tried to kite, I tried to catch, and I knew his E is coming up, so I tried to predict it with my shoes, and it worked. My E is up, so next time he turns to do damage, I'm just gonna E him and catch up. I was able to dish out enough damage to make him run, so he tries to use his royal boots, but luckily I saved my purge. I got all my cooldowns back up, so this is an easy kill. Next up we have this Chilhal who is one tier higher than me. In this matchup I want to use my assassin shoes and I want to use my E to catch up to him. I did exactly that, but unfortunately I wasn't in range to purchase boots. Lucky for me, he misplayed and he used his cultist robe to regen up. This gave me enough time to catch up to him. He was able to interrupt my W, which was good for him, but now he doesn't have anything because when he blinks I can just E on top of him. Now the only thing that can save him is his E, but I have my assassin shoes so I can just walk out of it. Next up we have Bloodletter with a full fighting build. He starts a fight with his Z, so I know he doesn't have it for a while, so I just start brawling him. He was able to predict my E with his W, which is really well played by him. But immediately after he used his mercenary jacket bad, so I just purged him. He dashed to me with his assassin shoes, so I missed my W. Now I use my infernal shield, so he decides to kite. I try to use my E to catch up to him, but he predicts it again. Now he uses Stalker Hood, so I'm afraid he's gonna execute. I decide to kite back a bit so he misses his Z. Luckily exactly that happened, so this is an easy kill. Next up I'm against a Battle Axe with a Duskweaver helmet and a Mage Robe. The fight doesn't start off the best with me missing my E, so I immediately sprint away to reset the fight. He used his Duskweaver helmet to catch up, but this is fine by me because I'm also strong at brawling. I wasn't able to react on time for his Mage Robe, so my Infernal Shield got purged. But this is fine because my weapon is better at brawling. Now I want to reset stacks and I want to wait for my E so I can engage again. Now he tried to full reset, but I wasn't gonna allow that, so I sprinted at him to catch up. He immediately turned back with his Geek Pot to brawl. My opponent was getting really low, so I expected him to E, so I just walked to a side a bit, so he missed it. Unfortunately my purge was 2 seconds off, so I didn't purge his boots, so this fight goes on a bit. Eventually I was able to catch up, so I just E and kill. Next up we have a one-handed Frost matchup. This guy was playing really safe, so it was a bit tough to catch up. I used all my mobility at the beginning to catch up, so I just had to tank all this damage. Lucky for him, my purge wasn't in range, so he was able to kite me around with his sprint. I finally got my shoes, so I got on top of him and I did some nice damage. He used his E to stun me, so I E to get out. He had a really nice reaction time, so he blinked my E. Now I just wait for my shoes to close the gap, but he still has assassin jacket, so I'm not gonna be able to do any damage to him. Luckily he's gonna be there for a while, so I'm gonna get my E. This time he didn't blink my E, but instead he used his boots. I was gonna purge them, but I popped his undercape before I could. He was able to reset, but for some reason he walked right next to me with his mount, so I was able to gank him. I don't have anything now, so he still has a chance to kill me. But he makes a mistake and he sprints right next to me, so I was able to purge him. He used his blink, so he doesn't have it for my E, so I was able to hit him. He used his assassin jacket immediately after, but I had my boots after he comes out of invis. Anyways, that's it. If you like this type of content, subscribe.